comes out, then the apple pie dessert will get cold.
Yes, and that will be angry.
Yorkshire pudding.
Apple pie.
Yeah, we need to find Uncle Edward. Or else, I don't know, when we'll be able to sit down for dinner.
You're right. Did they agree on where they're going after dinner?
Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo! Uncle Edward!
Where are you?
Where are you, Uncle Edward? A square used in travel.
A square used in travel.
A square used in travel. So, it's a suitcase!
This is Uncle Edward's family.
Edward Lear was born on May 12, 1812, in North London, on the outskirts of Highgate. He was the 20th child in the family, and his elder sister Anne was involved in his upbringing. The Napoleonic Wars directly affected the well-being of the Lear family. Taken care by his elder sister, the boy left his father's house at the age of 4. At the age of 16, young Lear earned money by drawing on a piece of bread. At first, he painted all sorts of unusual advertising drawings and colored furniture.
Great, of course, but it won't help us at making dinner on time.
I think there was a clue in the cartoon. Let's solve the puzzle.
Well, come on, it's a table.
And it's a tuxedo, a table and clothes.
Exactly, clothes for the table.
A tablecloth.
You're right.
Look, how well Uncle Edward can draw animals.
Yeah, they look almost lifelike.
In 1830, he applied to the Zoological Society of London for getting access to a collection of birds for his book illustrations of parrots. It was his own project, and Lear was only 18 then. That June day in 1830 was a turning point in the fate of the amateur artist. His project was supported. Lord Stanley invited Lear to his estate in Knowsley Hall, where there were over 1,200 birds and more than 300 mammals. With each passing year, his relationship with the Lord became more and more amicable. Lear lived on the estate, painted, and also entertained the children of the Stanley family. It was for them that he began to come up with amusing short rhymes, which later grew into the famous Book of Nonsense. Now, here is another riddle from my parrots. Pizza, pizza.
Are you hungry or what?
No, pizza, telescopio,
Do you understand anything? Not yet.
Galileo, torre.
So wait. Galileo, telescope, Pisa, Italy. Lean down, Pisa.
Formidable.
I saw it somewhere. What's this magic? Things are so alive.
You're
several years spent at Edward Stanley's estate, the artist felt that his vision began to deteriorate, and the thin lines of lithographs were no longer legible to him. Then he decided to become a landscape painter and enrolled in the London Academy, and later went to Rome to improve his health, continue his art education, and get new impressions. He wrote several books about his travels. After reading these books, Queen Victoria herself invited the artist to give her 12 drawing lessons.
There's something going on here. Do you feel it?
Yeah, like Uncle Edward's stuff wants to tell us something. Give us a hint! Give us a hint! Give us a hint!
A clue!
A hint.
He's going to leave us.
It's terrible! We had such a great time together!
Well, stop moving. Look, it's a ticket from Rome, not to Rome. He went there to get better, and now he's here to visit us. You're right.
George, have you seen it? What was it?
I don't have a clue. I think the cats passed us.
Catch it!
Soon, a new occupant appeared in Lear's house. He became famous for picking up the artist's letters and also stealing food from the table from time to time. As you may have guessed, it was a small kitten which Edward Lear called Foss, who was depicted in multiple works of his. When the cat was taken into that house, he had already lost half of his tail. Lear's servant wanted to get rid of him, relying on superstition that a cat with half a tail always finds his way home. But this did not prevent Foss from living 17 years in love and bliss.
I wanted to pet him so much, but he ran away. Too bad they couldn't catch him.
Well, don't be a crybaby. Look how many animals are all around us. We live next to a private zoo.
You're right again. What a smart George you are. It's not for nothing that you are Edward George Geoffrey Smith Stanley, the future 14th Earl of Derby.
Oh, Earl, the one that Uncle Edward couldn't find.
Celebrating Edward Lear's enormous contribution to natural sciences, 3 birds were named after the artist. The cockatoo, Lapacroix leary, the macaw, Anorhorhynchus leary, and the multicolored parrot, Lithocercus leary. This is a serious recognition. Hi guys! Wow! What a mess you've made here! I thought you'd never find me.
We were looking for you, Uncle Edward.
Daddy Edward has waited for too long.
And he probably will get angry with us, of course.
It's funny that your dad and I have the same names. Don't worry, he won't. Actually, I have written some new poems for you.
Finally! We miss them so much!
There
А вы?
There was an old lady of church who made a remarkable courtesy. She twirled round and round till she sank underground, which distressed all the people of church. Экспансивная леди из Ланца не сумела прервать реверанс, и как штопор крутилась, пока в полной винтилась, опечалив всех жителей Ланца. There was an old man in a tree who was horribly bored by a bee. When they said that it but he replied, yes it does. It's a regular word of a bee. Старика, что сидел на осине, муха мучила невыносимо и жужжала та муха прямо в самое ухо старику, что сидел на осине.
There was an old man in a boat who said, I'm afloat, I'm afloat. Then they said, no, you ain't. He was ready to faint, that unhappy old man in a boat. Сидя в лодке, старик из-за Нюры восклицал, наконец я на море, услыхав, он на суше, он едва Богу душу не отдал от досады и горя. There was an old man of white heaven who danced a quadrille with a raven. But they said it's absurd to encourage this bird, so they smashed that old man of white heaven. Грациозный старик из Вероны станцевал две кадрили с вороной. Хоть вокруг говорили, что такие кадрили — это просто позор для Вероны.
There was an old man of Brighton, her shoes is horrible Brighton, but they said, tell us leather, the shoes are leather, or what, old man, of Brighton. Почтенного старца изжили, невозможно ботинки из пыли. Брать ботинки из кожи, так скажи, от чего же так скрипят они, старец из дыри?
There was an old man who supposed that the street was partially closed.
some very large rats at his coat and his hat, while the future old gentleman dog. Был старик, что всегда помогал вытворять, будто в двери проем очень мал. Но не сбылись надежды, крысы съели одежду. Джентльмену пока он дремал. At the sound of which sweet she rapped the deep and a child in the city of Tyre. Вечно юная леди Стира посметала метелкой с лиры, и при этом от скуки просто райские звуки извлекать научилась из лиры. There was a young lady of Luca whose love completely forsook her. She ran up a tree and said, "Fiddle-dee-dee, which appears the people of Lucas." Безутешная миссис Салоников, оказавшись совсем без поклонников, влезла на кипарис, чтобы пропеть вокалист, чем смутила всех граждан Салоников.
There was an old man in a pew whose waistcoat was spotted with blue, but he tore it in pieces to give to his nieces. That cheerful old man in a pew. Беспечальный старик с табуном посадил на жилетку пятно, разорвав ее с треском. В клочья раздал он невесткам, тот нескромный старик с табуном. There was a young lady of Norway who casually sat on a doorway. When the door squeezed her flat, she exclaimed, "What of that? This courageous young lady of Norway." Худощавая мисс из Афин была дверью расплющена в былин, но вскричала спокойно: "Это вовсе не больно, та отважная мисс из Афин."
There was an old man who said, "How shall I flee from that horrible cow? I will sit on this stile and continue to smile, which may soften the heart of the cow." Был старик, рассуждавший толково, как спастись от ужасной коровы. Примощусь на заборе, улыбаясь, и вскоре улегчуется в сердце коровы.
There was a young lady of Portugal whose ideas were exceedingly notable. She climbs up a tree to examine the sea, but declared she would never leave Portugal. Дева юная из Португалии все рвалась в океанские дали. Из крон дерев то и дело в синее море глядела, но осталась длина Португалии.
There was an old person of Greece whose hat was fastened with beads. She sat on a stool
and ate gooseberry food, which agreed with that pepper beans. В достоинии старушки из Лутона вся прическа была перепутана. По 4 половника киселя из крыжовника утешали старушку из Лутона.
Музыкальный старик Конго без конца упражнялся на гонге. Все кричат: где закон, чтоб такие, как он, день и ночь не играли на гонге.
There was an old person of Dover who rushed through a field of the clover, but some very large beast stuck his nose on his knees, so he very soon went back to Dover. Один старикашка из Дувра на поле из клевера думал: ну там пчелы без денег кусали в наши колени, а быстро помчался до Дувра.
There was an old person of birdies whose answers were rather uncertain. When they said, "How do you do?" he replied, "Who are you?" The distressing old person of birdies. Был один старикашка из Берлина, отвечал он всегда неуверенно. На вопрос «Вы здоровы?» отвечал: «А кто вы?» Беспокойный тот старец из Берлина.
There was a young lady of talking, who bonnet, a large bonnet for walking. But its colors I saw the devil of her eyes, that she very soon went back to Dorking. Миловидная леди из Гаммы решила шляпу по моде недавно. Но размеры и расцветка этой шляпы нередко удручали красоту из Гаммы. Была леди одна, чьи глаза велики, оторваться нельзя. А когда их раскрывала, всех прохожих пугала эта леди крупнейшие глаза. Дэм! So he turned off his hair and behaved like a bird. An interesting man of Peru.
Который знает русский брикет. Вы? Давайте.
One jelly, young fellow from Yuma, told an elephant joke for a puma. Now his skeleton lies beneath hot western skies. The puma has no sense of humor.
There was an old man of Dunbury who taught little owls to drink tea. To eat mice is not proper or nice. The term I wrote, man of an old Dunbury. Я знакомых совят приучаю к молоку и к индийскому чаю. Кто мышонком напитан, тот весьма не воспитан. Созидательно я замечаю.
There was a lady whose nose that's so long that it reached to the toes. She made a lady whose contact was steady to make that wonderful nose. Одна девчушка заявила, что длинный нос с трудом носила. Ее служанка не верзила, тот нос носить ей предложила.
Из современного я сочинил. В одном метро Геннадий Чук решил сварить уху из щук. Так в Строгино теперь бистро, а Гена кормит всех из рук.